Let's move on to the type 3. The type 3 is called the achiever, effective person, performer, motivator, cheerleader. Threes want to make the world a much more efficient place, much more effective place. So they're always very task-oriented. They're very driven to achieve, driven to be the best in the team. The focus of attention is task, goals, recognition for accomplishments. And the message that they grow up with frequently is it's not okay to have your own feelings and identity. What does that mean? We call threes the doer, and that is how they identify themselves. Forget about who I am. My identity does not matter as long as I can do. So hence, at some point, they may forget what they stand for, but they just want to be remembered for being the person who was the best. And they forget their own persona. They are identified for what they can do, which is not a healthy thing. Now, for the type 3, if you notice here, when a 3 is stressed up, they go to 9. What does that mean? When a 3 loses their job, when a 3 feels like they've got no direction, when they've lost their purpose, they feel like a little lost. And 9s, because they're very relaxed, they can sometimes just sit down and not bother too much about where they're going or what they need to do. That's the unhealthy side of 9. So if a 3 goes to the unhealthy side of 9, then it's like they are lost. They may not know what to do. But when a 3 goes to 6, 6 is usually very clear. Very clear, they're good planners. They look for whatever is not being completed. They look out for what needs to be done for the team. Very supportive, very task-oriented. Those are the movements of the type 3. All the strengths are here: success, dynamic, active. They read an audience well. They're very charismatic. They overcome problems easily. They're optimistic, enterprising. So all these qualities are here. When overused, they become overly competitive. They don't like to lose. Workaholic, they don't stop working. Abrupt and impatient. A lot of 3s are very impatient because they want things done fast. If you do not know what's happening, please go and find out and only speak to me when you're ready. Chameleon-like, because they can adjust themselves to different environments. If they meet someone who's very successful, they can adjust themselves. If they have to do work which involves things which they don't know, sometimes they know how to adjust themselves such that they can get to know what they need to do, or they can get to know what they did not know before and blend in very well into an environment that makes them successful. They can become overextended, which simply means they can do a lot more than is required just to be extremely efficient or be extremely successful. Limited time for personal relationships, ignores feelings, self-promoting. Okay, so everything is there. Again, I'm not going to explain everything. All right, in some ways, we can actually remember the type 3 is the ability of the type 3s to charm and impress others. So they can do this really very well. The chameleon effect, the ability to adjust to any situation quickly and efficiently. Work smart versus work hard. So these are people who can cut corners or create shortcuts and create the most efficient way to work. Deception, that is, they can deceive others into believing that they can actually handle anything in life. So it's not like the 3s are deceptive, but they know how to deceive themselves into believing that they can do anything. So we call that actually self-deception. Number 4, they lack patience. I said that just now. They need more rest and relaxation because they're always working. Work, work, work. That's all they stand for. 7, luxury and high life. They love their brands. So that's not bad. That's a good thing. But they can overemphasize style and wealth for some 3s, not all 3s.